There's also a bit of controversy around the coronation itself, how much it's going to cost amid a cost of living crisis. There has been some protesters, but not many so far in the lead up to the coronation. What do you expect on the day?
I don't think on the day we'll see many large-scale protests. I think that will come afterwards. And I think we can already see, Gabriella, that there's been a rise in discussion about, for example, the links with the royal family and slavery, the cost of the royal family. And I think that the Guardian newspaper in the UK is leading some of those campaigns. And I think we can expect to see those campaigns will kind of go full throttle after the weekend itself. Also, there will be, I think, increasing pressure on the British government, which is funding for and organising the ceremony, to come clean about the costs, which they've said they will do after the ceremonies.
Okay, well, we will of course have to wait and see. The ceremony itself, it's expected to take around 2 hours. There are reports that the rehearsals are already running overtime. Can you take us through what we can expect?
Look, this is a really complex operation involving thousands of people, but as you say, it is actually going to be shorter than the coronation of Queen Elizabeth in 1953, where it took something like 45 minutes for the entire procession to pass any one stationary point. So there are going to be fewer people involved, but it's still a very complex operation. And I think that we can expect to see a really probably military-style event, as we've become used to with the British royal family and British spectacle. But it is one, I think, that's going to involve many more volunteers and ordinary people than previous coronations.
Okay, it is going to be fascinating to watch because no one does it quite like the Brits. 2,000 people around the world really will be attending, including world leaders and foreign dignitaries. What about the Australians who will be in attendance?
Yeah, so we know that the Prime Minister, we know the Governor-General, the governors of several Australian states are attending. We also know that some Indigenous Australians will be very prominent in the coronation ceremony, and we know that King Charles is very keen that Indigenous Australians are very present. So before the King arrives at Westminster Abbey, various representatives of different Commonwealth realms will be processing into the cathedral, holding banners representing their states and territories. So we will see Australians very present in that. We also know that ADF personnel are also very involved in the ceremonial processions to and from Westminster Abbey.